Hello there, everyone. Art Burns here. So one of the things we do as humans is we tend to overthink things. And this manifests itself most often in considering the potential outcomes to a given situation, right? Now, this is not inherently a bad thing, right? We have to plan things in our lives, especially in our work. And in planning things, we have to consider what might happen in the future. So that alone is not the problem. The problem becomes that as humans, we have this sort of, we have a negativity bias, right? In which we are always going to tend to think of the worst possible outcomes, right? And in doing that, what we do is we introduce a level of fear into our thoughts. And when our thoughts are based on fear, that's when the stress response happens in our body. And when the stress response happens in our body, we become optimized to survive, right? We do not become optimized to thrive, right? Thriving involves creative problem solving, right? Surviving involves getting the heck out of this situation, right? And so what happens then is that, various parts of your brain are going to shut down during the stress response, specifically the part of your brain associated with memory. So therefore, you can't even rely on your wealth of experiences to help guide you through this situation. You're going to be running through it as if you kind of almost as if you saw it for the first time, right? As if you're experiencing this thing without any of your background information, right? Now, doesn't that sound like something that's not really the best, kind of way to deal with a problem, right? When you rather have the resources of your memory among other areas of your mind, and the power of your brain to solve whatever problem you're having. So there's a great solution to this, okay? When you find yourself in this sort of overthinking, thinking about the worst case scenario that might happen, and you feel yourself, getting into the stress response, the best thing you can do at that point is to focus your attention on your abdomen as you're breathing. Okay, and there's two really important reasons why I'm telling you to do this. Okay, number one, by focusing your mind on your abdomen, okay, you're doing just that. You're giving your mind a focus, right? And by giving your mind a focus, you're going to break the cycle of those fear-based thoughts, right? Because as you know, within a very short period of time, you can come up with some really scary and very detailed, scary scenarios that could be, have you homeless within a couple of, minutes of thought, right? And so the idea is that you break that cycle of thought, and even just doing that for a few seconds, right, can sometimes be enough to just let you sort of look at what's going on and say, okay, calm down, let's see what we're really dealing with here. Okay, now the second thing that's going to happen as you focus your mind on your abdomen is you're going to encourage diaphragmatic breathing. Right now, diaphragmatic breathing is the way that we should all be breathing when we're in a sort of state of what they call homeostasis, right? Nothing's going wrong. Everything's relaxed. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing, wrong in our world, right? Everything's just good, right? And when we're breathing diaphragmatically, or let me put it this way, we are never breathing diaphragmatically when we're scared of something, right? Which is the stress response, right? And so therefore, by breathing diaphragmatically, what you're doing is you're sending a signal to your brain that's saying that there's nothing to be afraid of here, right? We're okay. There's no reason to jump into this stress response, right? And so by doing that, you're going to regain the faculty and the resources of your brain and your body and your mind to really be able to solve whatever the problem is in the best way possible, rather than just giving it like half of your resources, right? So if you have any questions about this, please hit me up in the comments. This is a really important subject, and I would love to help you more on this if you need it, all right? Or send me a comment or a DM or an email wherever you're watching this video. Thank you for watching, and I wish you well. Take care.